guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brooklyn. Today I'm going to be talking about the books I hope to read in December. It will kind of be cheating. It's kind of going to be like the last week of November and then December, but it's a pretty big TBR for December. But I'm going to film my October and November wrap-up video together. And I didn't read that many books in October or November individually, only because as you know, I'm still in school right now, and I am trying to cram in my last little bit of observation before my student teaching officially kicks in. Right now, I'm just kind of being an aide and co-teaching. Anyways, it's been really busy, so I haven't been able to read as much as I had hoped. However, December, I should be able to get the whole month off for the most part of school, so I'll just be subbing for December. So I should be able to read in the evenings a lot more than what I have been the last couple months. So this is a pretty big TBR, but I think I could tackle at least half of it, if not all of it. But let's go ahead and get into the video. If you're interested to see what books I'm looking forward to reading or hoping to read in December, then just keep on watching. So the first book I am going to talk about is Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier. I believe that's her last name. Yes, Jennifer Hillier. So I recently picked this copy up at McKay's, and I want to add this to my TBR for December because I am finishing her newest novel, which is, why did my mind just go blank? Things We Do in the Dark. So I am on the last probably 20 pages of that book, and it is really good. I have been hooked the whole entire time. Her writing style is really engaging. It's easy to follow along with, and so far so good. And she also apparently is the author of Jar of Hearts, which I have on my bookcase here behind me, and it was on my TBR a couple of months ago, probably when I got my bookcase first built. The new bookcase, that is. Whenever I first got it completed, when my husband first finished it, I went and did this big haul of books from McKay's, and Jar of Hearts was one of the ones I really wanted to read, and somewhere along the way it just slipped through the cracks. So maybe I'll add that one to my TBR too, but right now Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier is definitely on my TBR for December because I have enjoyed the book Things We Do in the Dark so much that now I just want to consume all of her books as soon as possible. So the next books I talk about is actually a trilogy. So I've had The Hunted on my shelf for quite a while. I wanted to read it, but it's one of those, I think I got super cheap at a yard sale for like 25 cents. But it sounded really good, so I picked it up. Well, last week in the mail, I got my first book mail that was free. So if you do have the Goodreads app on your phone, or you can pull it up on the computer too, it's not just an app. On Goodreads, there is a way you can enter giveaways, and I actually won a giveaway. So between the chapters, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 they hosted a giveaway on Goodreads that I entered like maybe a month, 2 months ago. Completely forgot about it. So when this came in the mail, I was like, okay, babe, I promise. I ordered this book because it came in the mail with another book that I did buy. So I had to tell my husband, I promise I didn't buy this book. I just bought this book. And I bought this book kind of like a trade on Pango books, so I didn't really buy it. Anywho, I got this book for free. Super excited. The only request that they have, I would say requirements, but I don't know how strict it is, but of course I'm gonna do it. I mean, I said I would. So is you read it, leave the review on Goodreads. Of course, you don't have to film a video, but they want you to read it and leave a review. A lot of the reviews I've seen, though, even though this is considered a standalone within the trilogy, a lot of the reviews I did see was saying that they were lost through a majority of the book trying to play catch up because they hadn't read the other ones. So the publisher in between the chapters that did the giveaway sent me The Missing by Lisa Childs. So I'm not sure how much of that you can see with the glare, but The Missing, Lisa Childs, you know, you can read. So after seeing all of those reviews, I was like, okay, I guess I'll have to read the one that comes before it. Click on the author, and Goodreads, what I like about it, it does group together any series, trilogies, duos. You get the gist. It groups them all together and tells you what order to read it in. The Missing is actually number 3 in this series. Didn't know it was a trilogy because I had seen that you could read it as a standalone. So again, I could read it as a standalone, but it doesn't seem like it's enjoyable for people when they read it like that. So luckily I did have The Hunted, which is number 2. And then number 1 is The Runaway. Of course, somehow, in my crazy yard sale adventure of picking out The Hunted, but look at how good condition this is. Wouldn't you buy this at a yard sale too? I don't have the first one in the trilogy, so I looked on Libby or Overdrive, which is an app on my Kindle Fire where you can rent ebooks from your local libraries or your state libraries. So I checked the local libraries and the state libraries. It's not on Libby. It looks like Lisa Childs is a more upcoming author, so maybe that's why they don't have her books yet, but why am I so out of breath? But they don't have her books yet on Libby, so I did have to order it. I know I'm supposed to be on a no-buy right now, but I sold a book on Pango Books. If you don't know what Pango Books is, it's an app you can download on your phone, and I heard about it through Olivia Reads a Latte here on YouTube. Love her name, by the way. But I sold a book on Pango Books that was an older book that I had read, and if I don't particularly love the book, after I read it, if I need more space, I will sell a book. I only keep the books and even stamp the books, as I do have a book stamp. I only stamp the ones that I know I want to keep because I love them. Long story short, I ordered The Runaway, which is the number 1, the first book in this trilogy. I'll put a picture up here, probably on here. Looks like there's more space, but on this side. So, ordered it on Pango Books for like $2, I think. So, sold a book on Pango Books, bought The Runaway for like $2, and of course I had to pay shipping. But after selling my book, and then with it being that cheap, I don't think I had to pay anything. Let me see. Yeah, no, I didn't have to pay anything, and I even still have a $4 credit on Pango Books. So, real quick, let's see here. So, The Runaway, The Hunted, and then The Missing. That's the order it goes in. I'm going to try to read all of those in December. It's actually probably going to be the first one I read is The Runaway when it comes in the mail, just so I can get through the other 2 and I can post my review as quickly as possible, since they were kind enough to send me the book since I won the giveaway. And that is the bulk of my TBR. But they're not that long. I think they're about 400 pages. But they're really short pages, as you've seen. So this is... the trilogy is the Bane Island trilogy. So I'll read a brief description of the first one, The Runaway, just so you can get a glimpse into what the storyline kind of is about and kind of the gist of what kind of books they are. So it says, on a remote island off the coast of Maine lies a secluded estate. There behind wrought iron gates and rock walls sits Highclere Hall. Today it's an exclusive spa catering to wealthy elites and pampered celebrities. But once it had another name and a terrifying reputation. Rosemary Tull has come to Highclere Hall desperate to find her younger sister. 17-year-old Genevieve left a brief, troubling message on Rosemary's phone begging to be picked up. But Rosemary is not on the visitors list and no one will let her in. Okay, so somebody needs to proofread this synopsis on Goodreads. But Genevieve ran away. Rosemary's instincts say otherwise. So basically her sister ran away. Ran away is what the cops are saying, but the sister doesn't think she ran away. The novels, the trilogy, are set on an island off the coast of Maine. I said that. Okay, here's where we skipped the gap. So, on this island, it is now a spa. Well, it used to be a former insane asylum. So, it's been reopened as a spa. I wonder if this is like got paranormal in it. Let's see what the... No? No? Okay, so the genres for these books are mystery, thriller, fiction, romantic suspense. It's interesting. Suspense and adult. So, no paranormal. Dark and brooding. These synopses are so long that I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm just trying to skim through it and give you the highlights. But basically it sounds like the sister ran away according to the cops, but the sister doesn't think so. So compelled to turn for help to a man she hopes she never see again, Judge Whit Lawrence. She tries to learn the truth about Genevieve, but it will mean uncovering secrets about Bainsworth Manor and about Rosemary's own dark past. Secrets with the power to kill. So it sounds like in the first one at least she goes to this insane asylum, which is now a spa, but they're all Bane Island novels, so I assume they all happen in this area, or maybe they're all with the same detective. I don't know, but this first one at least sounds like she goes and tries to find her sister. She has to, you know, use a man's help that she has a past with, and I'm sure that they're gonna fall in love because it says a romantic suspense, and it's been a hot minute since I've read a romantic book. A romance book. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Can you tell it's late at night other than the weird lighting? I can never talk, so what else is new? Anywho, if you got anything from that synopsis, probably not. Amazon normally has better synopsis, so I don't know why I don't just go in there and read it, but the Bane Island novels. It's a trilogy. I'm going to try to read all 3 in December just so I can mainly get to the 3rd one and write that review. But they do sound really good. I mean, I already had the 2nd one, so surely it'll be something that I like. I keep sniffing, like, in between every other sentence. That's why there's so many cuts in this videos, because love the little kids to death that I'm teaching, co-teaching, subbing for, whatever you want to call it, that I'm in the classroom with. You know, little kids just carry so many germs. And my immune system is struggling right now. I've got the snotty nose from these little kids on top of the weather is crazy and it's cold. I mean, I'm in a turtleneck. I'm always sweating. If I'm in a turtleneck, you know it's cold. Okay, the next 2. I'm sure you guys, if you watch BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Talk, especially Book Talk, these went big viral on TikTok. So, this is a duo. The 3rd one is supposed to come out in January or February. Now that I say it so confidently, I can't remember if it's January or February. But at the beginning of the year, the 3rd one is coming out. So this is the fine print, which is the 1st one, and then terms and conditions, which is the 2nd one, and then the 3rd one's going to be called Final Offer. From everything that I've seen, this one's really good. but everybody says this one is excellent. So this seems to be everybody's favorite so far. But I'm really excited to read both because I've heard even this one is super good. Now, they're different from what I typically read. I say typically read. I read romance, but it's just not as often as the thrillers. But so this is a little different from the rest of my TBR, I should say. So for December, it's a lot of suspense, a lot of mystery. And then I'm slowly going to switch back into romance. And I'm going to kick it off with, what do they call this? Dreamland Billionaires. So this is the Dreamland Billionaires series, I guess. Because now it's not just 2, it's going to be 3. From what I understand, each book is a sibling. And then the third one is the third brother. And the grandfather died, basically, and left, for the first one, left this Disneyland. Oh, Lord, I just bent the corner of that. Let me just sit this down. So, on the first one, the fine print, I need to slow down, take a breath. We're not in a race. So, the fine print by Lauren Asher. Dreamland Billionaires series. The first one is about Rowan and Zara, it looks like. So basically, the grandfather dies, and in his will, he leaves Rowan this amusement park, which is kind of like Disneyland. I'm sure it's called something different in here. Honestly, don't even know what it's called. Oh, I just love how, look at the book, it has the little castles. I didn't know that. That's so cute. I love the covers of these, and they're like really matte and soft to the touch. But even the print on the inside, I love this font. Don't read the sentences. If you plan on reading this, you're going to spoil it for you. But look at those. How cute. Oh, look at this one. This is like a little page for the chapters. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Grandfather dies. In his will, he leaves it to Rowan, the Disneyland type amusement park. But of course there's like a catch. I can't think of words. Like, my brain is working but my mouth is not. There's a catch to him inheriting this. But anywho, basically Rowan takes over the Dreamland, the theme park, and he basically hires Zara to help with renovating. That's what it is. Rowan has to bring this Dreamland theme park back to life. He has to remake it over to where it's this amazing theme park again. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. He hires Zara that way she can help renovate it, but its enemies turn lovers. Apparently, it's Grumpy meets Sunshine. Rowan's Grumpy, Zara Sunshine assistant, whatever you want to call her. And of course, in the process, they fall for each other. So everybody talks about this book, and look at how beautiful it is. I just can't help but feel the cover. But like, these are beautiful. There's also other covers for the fine print that has the guys on it, but I mean, this is just beautiful. These are the covers I would get if I was you. I was going to say if it were me, but obviously it was me, and I did get these covers. This video is just a jumbled mess. So the second one in this series, and I just realized, are these different heights? Oh my god. So I got 2 different ones. So I bought both of these off Pango Books used. And I believe I got 2 different editions. I did. It's okay. It's okay. They're still pretty. But they're 2 different heights. I don't like that. So the second one. The second one is the other brother. Which is Brookelyn and Iris. So as far as I know from this one, I don't know exactly what is left to Brookelyn, but I know the catch for him is he has to get married and have a baby. So, you know, Rowan, he acted like he had it rough, and to get this $1 million theme park, he just had to renovate it. He had to bring it back to life for the family. Oh, Declan here, he's got to have a whole wife, a whole family. I'm just kidding, not a whole family, but oh, Grandpappy here wants him to get married, have a kid, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm pretty sure this is like a fake relationship. And then they actually, how rude, my camera cut me off. But this is fake relationship, I'm pretty sure. And then when they get married, out of convenience, they actually fall for each other. I think she might be his assistant. Let's see. Yep, they're assistant. So it's Declan's assistant volunteered to marry him. That way it could be the perfect solution to his biggest problem. But the more we act in love for the public, the more unsure I feel about our contract. Caring about Iris was never part of the deal, especially not when breaking her heart is inevitable. Declan. Don't be a bad guy. Don't. But surely it's got a happy ending. I mean, everybody on TikTok talks about it, so they wouldn't recommend something that would break my heart, would they? I mean, not like Colleen Hoover. She always breaks my heart. But terms and conditions. How cute. This one's writing is like that too, but instead of the little dreamland, they have like rings. Well, now that I've seen one, I can't, of course, oh, there's one. Can't find another one to show you. So on these pages, in between the paragraphs, it has the rings. How cute. And then it does have different little drawings for the different chapters. Little touches like that, like, listen, I know I'm an adult. But little touches like that to make it so cute. Like, how fun is that to read? Like it's your goal to get to the next set of wedding rings. I don't know. The terms and conditions, fine print, Lauren Asher. That way I can then get the final offer when it comes out in January or February, whichever it may be. I'll definitely be picking that up. Oh, almost forgot. There's another one that's on my TBR for December. I knew there was more than just those, but again, got it on Pango Books, and I'm waiting for it to be delivered. So it is called Devil in Ohio. So after all these lovey-dovey books, I might actually sneak it in after the Lisa Child books just so I can watch the show. So I ordered this one so I could watch the Netflix show or movie. I think it's a series. I think Netflix did a series on this book. It's called Devil in Ohio. Again, I will put a picture here for your reference. Devil in Ohio. It's by Daria Paulatin. I'm really bad with names. You know, that's something my future students are definitely going to hate about me. Suck at names. You can correct me. I won't be mad. But Devil in Ohio. So this is actually a YA suspense thriller. I can't talk. But they made a Netflix series about it. It looks really good. But in order to watch anything that Netflix does, or anybody does TV-wise, if it's about a book or based off a book, I'm going to read the book first. So, ordered Devil in Ohio. Again, Libby didn't have it. My local libraries didn't have it. It's about a cult, a girl that survived a cult, so I'm not surprised that little old Etowah library didn't have it. No hate, I'm glad that they have a library, and they were nice enough to let me have a library card since I don't technically live in Etowah, but my husband works for Etowah. Anywho, sidetracked. Devil in Ohio is about a girl that she's in a cult and she escapes. So nobody leaves this cult apparently, except for her. And all this bad stuff starts happening. It kind of gives like the sense of paranormal activity, but it's not. It's really just people, at least I assume. It's really just people trying to get the girl back to the cult because maybe she knows something she shouldn't, or I think it mentioned her being special for some reason to the cult, so Maybe she's like a higher up in the cult. I don't know. It's a story about this woman takes the girl in that escapes from the cult. She's creepy, but you gotta protect the little kids, even though I think she's like a teenager maybe. I don't know. It's a suspense about an escapee from a cult, and it gets creepy and suspenseful, and you gotta save somebody. It sounds good. I ordered it so I could watch the show, and the book sounds really good, and you know the book is always 10 times better than the TV show or the movie. So, that one might be my read after or before, if it arrives before The Runaway. If it gets here before The Runaway, I'm definitely going to try to read that, and Goodreads will just have to wait on the review for The Missing. That way I can, you know, I can't read 24/7. Well, it wouldn't be 24/7, but you get what I'm saying. I can't read my whole time off. I got to watch a little bit of TV. Normally I don't. Normally it's YouTube videos, but when there's a show or a movie about a book, I want to watch it. Speaking of, I recently watched Where the Crawdads Sing on Netflix. I never did go to the movies to see it after I read the book, because I read the book, forced myself to finish that book because it was horrible. It wasn't horrible. The story was good, but it was like 200 to 300 pages too long. The way she described the swamp, people love it. Not me. Not me. I get it. It's swampy. There's birds. There's shells. The wind blows. I don't need you to describe it to me 300 times. The book was just so boring and way too long to me. But the movie and the storyline, of course, was actually really good. The movie was good. I can see why it's already on Netflix, considering it just came out a couple months ago and it's already on Netflix. Usually isn't a good sign unless it's a Netflix original, but it was pretty good. The acting could have been a little better, but I'm not an actor. What do I know? I'm just glad they stuck to the story. Yeah, they left some parts out, but it was pretty good. When did this turn into a review? That's actually a good idea. What if I made a video about books I've read compared to the movie version? Which I thought was better and why. Like, got Where the Crawdads Sing. Luckiest Girl Alive, I recently did that. I'm going to be doing Devil in Ohio here soon, so that'll be fresh on my mind. There's 3 right off the bat that's pretty recent and new, movie-wise, TV show-wise as well. Sure, there's other ones. Leave me a comment down below if that's something you want to see. Do you want to see me talk about books that's been turned into a movie, books that's been turned into a TV show, and what I think? Kabuki wants petted, so let me know in the comments down below. But that's everything on my TBR, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. Leave me a comment down below if you've read any of these. If you want to read any of these. If you think I'll read any of these. I'll read some of them. I might not get through the whole... How rude. My camera cut me off again. Didn't realize it was because my battery was dying. But I don't know what I was saying. I think I was saying, I'm sure I'll read some of these. Will I read all of these? Probably not all of them, because let's see, realistically it's 2, 4, 6, 7 books. 7 books with all of them being at least 400 pages. Not with my lazy self. I love to read, I do, but I also love to take naps. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a video of me comparing books to the movies. Also, leave me any book recommendations. I'm always open for new ones. I think my camera is crooked right now, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I've rambled most of this video. Should this video have been this long for only 7 books? No. Was it? And do I love you if you're still here? Very much. If you made it to the end of the video, comment an emoji. I'm going to be one of those annoying people. Comment the emoji a banana. No, not a banana. That could be interpreted very wrong. What about a crown? A crown? Yeah. Comment a crown if you've made it all the way to the end of the video. I'm going to go. I'm getting delusional. I'm going to go finish Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. That way I can add that to my wrap-up video, and maybe I'll film that tomorrow after school. I don't know which order that will come in. I don't know if my wrap-up video will come up first or this one. Probably this one. But either way, be on the lookout or go watch it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I don't normally say hit the bell, but subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!